You saw the title. We're continuing with our themes of dinners under $10. We're going to be doing black beans with white rice. So I have a can of low sodium baked beans and there's a regular can of beans. So I'm actually just making food for 2 today. So I'm going to be just using 1 can. But for you, if you're doing dinner for 4, you need both cans of beans. So let's start with our onions and peppers. We're going to go ahead and just give them a rough chop. Just slice them up. Probably not the way I'm doing it against my fingers, but that's the way I'm comfortable doing it. So just go ahead and cut up about a half a cup of onions and peppers. Once we have those all cut up, we're going to get started with our beans. So go ahead and open up your beans. Again, if you're cooking for 4, you're going to use 2 cans, but I'm just making enough beans for 2. So go ahead and get them in the pot along with our onions and peppers. Then we're going to just add a little bit of black pepper and salt, just a sprinkle of each, along with a tablespoon of either butter or margarine. And lastly, we're just going to add just a little bit of water to the beans to help them get a little bit more consistency, a nice little thickness to our pot, and go ahead and get those going. So now that we're done with the beans, let's go ahead and get started with our rice. Again, you're cooking for 4, so you're going to do 2 cups of rice. First things first, go ahead and get your rice in a bowl, and you're going to wash the rice. No cooking rice without washing it. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out. You're going to measure out your 2 cups of rice and wash it. All right, after you washed our rice, now we're going to go ahead and just add enough water to cook it. And once we're done with that, straight onto the stove, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our chicken. So here I'm going to be making our chicken drumsticks. Add whatever seasoning you have or whatever you like. But for me, I like them skinless. So I'm going to go ahead and just work on taking the skin off our drumsticks. And you don't have to do this. It's just my personal preference. And then we'll be right back. Okay, look at those perfectly cleaned drumsticks. So now I'm going to go ahead and add our seasoning. I have onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika, and a little dash of all-purpose seasoning. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that on our chicken drumsticks and then go ahead and rub them to get every piece coated before we cover them up and get them in the oven. Okay, now that they're perfectly seasoned, we're going to cover this with some foil. And in the oven we go on 375 for about 35-40 minutes, and then we'll be back to add some barbecue sauce. Okay, these have been cooking for about 40 minutes, so now I'm going to go ahead and open them up and add our barbecue sauce. This is the one I bought. You can buy whatever flavor you like. If you like spicy, honey, whatever, just buy the barbecue sauce you like. Go ahead and coat these chicken drumsticks. So here we go. We're just going to put as much barbecue sauce as we like on them. And then we're going to put them back in the oven to cook the barbecue sauce in and let them get nice and golden. After about 15 minutes in the oven, uncovered, this is what we got. Let's go. So now we're going to go ahead and make our plate. So here I have 2 plates, one with 2 drumsticks, and this is mine. With one, I only eat 1. So here we have it, our black beans with white rice and barbecue chicken. This is a very inexpensive meal option. The total cost was $7.02. You can actually save an additional $1.50 if you buy the quarter legs and thighs. I'll see you again on the next one.